Hi, we're starting a new format today. I'm using my flip camera for the first time, and I've got it connected to a tripod, so it looks a little bit less grainy, and hopefully I'll have less lighting issues with the frickin' iSight camera on my Mac. So today I was going to talk about video games. I am a gamer. I like to play all different kinds of games. I'm not just an RPG or an FPS person. I like to really play them all. Although action adventure games are probably my favorite. I'm currently playing God of War 3. I know, it's been out for forever, but that's just how I do things. I wait until the mood strikes me to actually want to play a video game, and then I'll take a really long time to deliberate which one. I actually just finished and beat Batman Arkham Asylum the other day, which, if you know me, you know I'm very, 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 very obsessed with Batman, and all my friends were bewildered that I hadn't played it yet. It was really disappointing at the end, actually. The fight with Joker just. I beat it on the first try. I never beat anything on the first try. I always die. I always die somehow. I died when I was in that little room with the two titans that were coming at you that the Joker had released. So I died there, but I didn't die with Joker. What the hell? That man, the final boss is supposed to be the hardest, and it wasn't. Anyway, and then God of War 3. God of War 3, you are quite possibly one of the most frustrating games out there so far that I have played. I played the first two. I really loved both of those, and don't remember being quite so frustrated while playing them. But it was years ago. The first one came out in what, early 2000s? I don't know. I remember it was on PlayStation 2, and I remember I was in high school, so it had to be, quite a while ago. But God of War 3, the fucking Hades battle, I couldn't believe how frustrating that was because it didn't have a checkpoint in between each stage of the Hades attacks, and it really killed me. Like, I would spend 20 minutes, because I'm a very slow fighter, building him up only to die at the very end. Like, I kept all those little floating skulls that were coming out. That's what killed me at the end. That's what killed me every time. And I looked up on a walkthrough that you're supposed to attack those things, and I couldn't. Every time I did, they still got me, and I didn't understand it. And finally, I took a hiatus from God of War 3. I didn't want to touch it at all because I'd spent maybe 3 or 4 hours, I know, ridiculous, trying to beat Hades, and I couldn't. I got really frustrated. I threw the controller across the room, and I probably took about 3 months off from God of War 3. And in that time, that's when I beat Batman Arkham Asylum. But now I'm back. And I spent another hour trying to beat Hades, and it didn't work. And then on the next day, I took a breath, and I said, okay, I'm going to do this. And I didn't even think about it, and I got through. But it took me almost 45 minutes to kill Hades. 45 minutes. And this guy is, my second boss that I've played in this game? He's not even close to the finish line. I have no idea what Zeus is gonna be like. It actually really worries me. And right now I'm in that, the chain of Eos or whatever, where you have to fly upwards. And the first time that you had to do that, I thought was really awesome. I was like, this is a great aspect of the game. You don't really get to experience aerial flight like this as a in most video games out there. So I really thought it was fun flying through. But now I'm in the second time when you fly through, and I keep fucking dying. Every time. Because if you hit one of those beams, you're gonna hit the next one. You don't have time to recover. At least I don't have the reaction time to be able to push Kratos down. I mean, like, it is so frustrating. I died 3 times already on that. And the stage before that, where we had all the meteor balls falling when you're jumping from platform to platform before they fell, I don't even want to talk about how many times I've died in that. So yeah, God of War 3, you're really, really frustrating right now. I'm not reviewing you yet, but you're killing me, man. You're killing me. Oh, also, this is going to be a completely girly moment, but I've become obsessed with Michelle Phan's makeup tutorials. I don't know why. They're very relaxing just to play in the background, even if I'm not really watching them. Weird, I know. And I attempted to do one of those makeup looks tonight and failed miserably. Someone who doesn't put on makeup on a regular basis should not attempt those tutorials. I got like liquid. I've never used liquid eyeliner, and I got it in my eye, and it was burning, and oh god, it was just terrible, terribleness. So yeah, I have no hope for me becoming an attractive woman that does all the normal things that women do. Michelle Phan, I am very jealous of your abilities. And also randomly, I have never painted my fingernails in my life a color. I've done French manicures a couple of times, but one time I put a red nail polish on my first nail, on my index fingernail, and I couldn't stand it. I had to take it off immediately, and I've never painted a color there since. Because I'm a pretty animated person when talking. You know, this is how I talk in conversation, basically. And I use my hands a lot. And I always thought that it was very distracting if you had a color there, because then people would look at your hands instead of at your face. So that's why I never really got into painting my fingernails. But because I've been watching Michelle Phan's videos, and you know, I'm trying to be more feminine and more fashion forward so I can look put together, so I can get a good job, and blah 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 blah, I decided to paint my fingernails, and it actually turned out okay. Like, I didn't suck at them, but they're still driving me crazy. I notice a difference. And I'm protecting my fingernails more now. I'm being more cautious when picking up things so as not to break a nail. And it's retarded and ridiculous that I have completely changed my mannerisms because of this. So, yeah.